What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we're taking a look at your favorite series loot from 100 runs. So basically what I've done is I farmed, in this case, Shadowfang Keep for 10 hours or 100 runs, because you're limited to 10 runs per hour. I saved all the loot that's like worth keeping or worth showing you guys, and we're going to take a look to see how much gold I made, and then obviously figure out what the gold per hour would be. So before we do that though, big thank you to every single one of you guys who have picked up a copy of the 0 to 10 million gold guide. The support just keeps on being insane, and I really do appreciate it, and I'm so glad that you guys are liking all of the updates that I'm doing to the book. And if you already picked up the book and you like it, you're definitely also going to enjoy the VIP Discord. It's pretty much like a Patreon, but everything happens on the Discord, where you guys get to see all my YouTube videos before anyone else, because they get uploaded to the Discord before they go live on YouTube. And there's also a bunch of exclusive content like investments, gold tips, there's helpful spreadsheets for gold making, and much more. So make sure to check that out with the links down below together with the gold guide. So Shadowfang Keep is located right here in the Silver Pine Forest, and I want to show you guys the route that I've been doing, because there's a couple of ways you can do this. The most annoying thing about the dungeon is actually the role play after killing the first boss. So you'll notice me just running in here, killing all of the mobs, but I'm not looting anything. And that is because after killing the first boss, you have to wait for like this role-playing segment to take place before you can continue into the dungeon. So you have plenty of time to just go back and loot all of the mobs. And then also a tip, like while you're waiting for this door to be open, you might as well just go into your bags and just like destroy the shitty items, mark them, like what are you gonna keep, just to reduce the downtime vendoring in between runs. That's what I do, because I don't really care about the 2 gold per item that you get from vendoring it. Now, if you do care about that, then of course you shouldn't do that. And also keep in mind, I always talk about this while showing the route, like why you would farm Shadowfang Keep. Now, outside of the big obvious, which is the blue items, like getting the sword Shadowfang, getting the Duskbringer, the Necrology robe, the Gloom Shroud, like there's a bunch of good items that are unique and can only drop inside of this dungeon. But outside of those, please take a note on some of the gray items. I haven't saved the gray items in this video because they're not really super interesting, right? So after doing 10 runs, I just sent all the gray items that I wanted to post on the auction house to my bank tune. But take a look at them on your realm, take a look at the price, the sell rates, and while you're running this dungeon, definitely do it on a class that has a profession like jewel crafting, blacksmithing, or inscription that will allow you to open up chests. Now, I'm personally running with inscription, because you can literally pick up inscription BFA level 1, and that is enough to buy these, the scroll of unlocking, that will allow you to open up locked chests, because chests have a higher chance of giving a rare item, and that's what's really going to make the gold inside of Shadowfang Keep. Now, I'm going to clear out these mobs right here, and I'm not looting right now. I just looted in the beginning to show guys how I did it, but obviously when you're running this, you want to kill and loot as you go along. I'm just not doing it because I have loot from exactly 100 runs in my bags. But yes, the loot doesn't magically appear in your mailbox outside of boss loot, so you do want to loot every single mob that you're killing. Make sure to hug the walls on these gargoyles. That way they will spawn and you can kill them, and you need every single mob looted that you can in this dungeon, because it's a short dungeon and there's not a lot of mobs up. Now, after clearing out this room, I actually leave the dungeon. Now, you do have time to do 10 complete runs and running to the last 2 bosses as well, but there's close to no mobs left in the dungeon at this point. So basically, to be time efficient and get a better mob kill per hour average, I just jump out like this, get ported outside, and then reset the dungeon using Loot Appraiser and go again. That way you can do 10 runs in like 30 minutes. So technically this is loot from like 5 hours of active farming, right? Uh, but now over to the loot. So after running these, like Shadowfang Keep 100 times, how much gold did I make? What items did I get? So I did get 2 Mind Trust Bracers. They share appearance with like basic shit like the Ember Silk Bracers. So even though they have a market value of 20k, they're only 600 gold on my realm. And then I got some Black Malice, which shares with the Giant's Leg Bone. They're only 2k on my realm, but my realm is a full pop with an insane amount of gold makers on it, because everyone thinks that because I play on this realm, it must be a good realm, and this realm is really bad now. Has a market value of 16k, so it's nothing too fancy. I got the Face Smasher, which is a good item because it can only drop in Shadowfang Keep, and it's also unique. There's no other item in the game that has the same appearance as the Face Smasher, even though it doesn't look good, right? But people still need to add it to their collection. So I got 2 of those, 64k market value, but only 9k on my realm. I got 1 Raxor Club, which is a world drop item, but at the same time, it's also unique. But they can drop from so many different places that it's not really a good weapon. Same thing with the Twisted Chanter Staff, which is also a world drop and even shares with some green items. It's nothing good. We got the Prospector Axe, once again, that's also a world drop, nothing too fancy. This Witching Stave is actually a dungeon specific, it's a market value of 54k, only 4k of my realm. It does share appearance with other items, though it's not good. It really isn't. And then I got the Guillotine Axe, which is a relatively decent item. It does, however, share with gray and white items, as you can see, but it doesn't necessarily matter. It has a great market value. There's currently none up on my realm, which is awesome. It doesn't look good, though, but by no means. But yeah, that's something. And in terms of green items, the only one I kept was the Buccaneer's Vest. The only item worth keeping was Buccaneer's Vest, which is a classic item. It sells great, good sell rate on it. I also got another world drop item, the Darkweave Breeches. I think this came out of a chest, actually. And then the one item that saved the entire loot from 100 runs, the Duskbringer. Now, the Duskbringer is one of the super items inside of Shadowfang Keep, together with the Necrology and the Gloom Shroud, right? By all means, the item that I usually want to get the most is the Shadowfang, the sword, because that one has a relatively good sell rate, and it's like 500,000 gold plus, and I've never had any issue selling it. The Duskbringer is really good because it's a weapon, can only drop inside of Shadowfang Keep, has a super low drop chance, and it's a unique transmog. So it has a market value of 2.3k, region market value of 3 million, not thousands, and it's currently posted on my realm for 2 million gold. Now, I've seen these sell for millions of gold in the past, but they usually, the ones that I've seen, the sales that I've seen in my community, has usually been for like 1 million to 1.5 million gold, right? So by using the add-on Bag Appraiser, I can take a look at the prices of everything in my bag, including these shitty mats that I got from the mobs and also the chests, but it's like, with a region bag, you might as well keep them, right? But on EU, the EU market value on this is 3.5 million gold. Obviously, about 3 million of that is from the Duskbringer alone, right? So that's definitely going to save me. But if I take a look at the min buyout, so the price on my realm, I'm looking at 2,078,000 gold, where the Duskbringer is 2 million gold. But this doesn't include the Guillotine Axe because there is no min buyout. It's not actually up on my realm. However, it's safe to say that I got saved by the Duskbringer because the rest is extremely unlucky in terms of loot. But yeah, Duskbringer, super happy about this. And I would much rather get one super item than a bunch of decent or okay items because it's just more fun, right? And it's a good feeling whenever it sells, even though it's going to take months, most likely. So if you guys like this video, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll be notified whenever the next video goes live. And if you guys have any suggestions for what I should run next 100 times, just leave it down below in the comment section And don't forget to check out the VIP Discord with the link down below, together with the 0 to 10 million gold guide. With that being said though, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at the next video. Until then, bye bye.